The first thing you're going to see when you walk into Sharpstown High School is going to be an office and an office staff that's going to smile and welcome you. Miss Trotter is gonna look at you, smile at you, and say, "Welcome to Sharpstown. How can we help you?" I knew the school was different. I didn't know how different until I set foot here. It is a place where the entire world comes upon first getting here to Houston.
When kids come here to the office, when they're registering for the first time, I have a conversation with them most of the time when I can, just interview them and see where they're coming from, what language do they speak is very important too, because that way we can serve them better when we know what language they speak.
I have kids that don't read in their language, don't write in their language. So Mr. Ramirez, he's in my room almost every day. He, as a dean, shouldn't even know all these kids, but I kid you not, he knows every single kid by name. He probably knows their background story for most of them. So I love that, and we share that off the bat, and we take this maternal and him fatherly role with these kids.
These kids have so much strength, and I feel like sometimes that gets lost. The stories they've told me of how they crossed the border, or reasons why they've had to come to the United States. It's hard to hear, but at the same time, it's humbling, because I put myself in their shoes, and it would be a really hard experience, to go through anything that they've gone through, from, losing family, from living in a whole different country for some time, not having any opportunities to, a school, to having to do what somebody else tells you to do all the time. And coming here and being able to be themselves, it's life-changing to them.
من احساسا زیاد خوش هستم چون تفاوت بسیار زیاد دارن. تفاوت افغانستان و دایچه زیاد فرق دارن، هم از لحاظ درس، هم از لحاظ هر چیز، بهتر هستن. و در افغانستان فارغ گشودیم، نه کدام برنامه فراغت بود، نه چیزی، فقط خلاص میرفتیم، اما کاغذ بودیم که مکتب خلاص کردیم، نه کدام چیز خاصی نبود.
What I'm hoping for everyone to know about these kids are, just because they are traumatized doesn't mean they're not smart or they're not going to learn, because they're very bright students and they're very willing to learn everything that comes their way. They just need a little time, and they just need a little bit of push, because they're not used to people telling them, "Oh, you're doing a great job, continue doing." So if they just get that encouragement and the patience and a little bit of tolerance from anyone that comes in contact with them, whether it's teachers or fellow co-workers, they will see how these kids are amazing and normal like every other kid.
You're going to see a typical high school, but you're going to look deeper and you're going to see a lot of stories, and we like to call those our Sharpstown Stories.
أشهد أن محمد رسول الله.
تقریبا 3 کال مخکې داسې و چې زموږ په مکتب کې د مکتب مخامخ یو چاودنه وشوله، نو هغه د مکتب زما د تعلیمي دوره کې د ټولو نه سخته ورځ وه، ځکه موږ ډېر د ترس احساس کړی، ډېر موږ وېرېدلي وو په هغه ورځ.
حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر.
One thing I do remember about Khalid was he was very sweet when he was around me, But then he would tell other kids, like, can we complain about this lady? I feel like I have another mom in school. And I saw the change of how at first he wasn't even comfortable talking. And then within a few months and more talking and getting to know each other, he became comfortable enough to come tell me his problems and looking for a solution.
لومړنۍ ورځ چې ډېر سخت وخت تېره شوه هغه لومړۍ ورځ په امریکا کې وه ځکه چې موږ دلته نوي راغلي وو په اصولو نه پوهېدو خپلوان دوستان هم نه وو نو هغه ډېره سخته ورځ وه چې موږ باندې تېره شوله
The following government.
There was a police officer and he was...
Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
Now read the question. Do you or your family currently, as in right now,
No.
receive any of the following government and or federal aid assistance? Any all the فعلا as دولة as برتون كومك ميتا مثلا food stamp ميتا unemployment ميتا anything like that.
Yeah, like a week, we get a week.
خور خورتوري. Okay. Yes.
دې دا فکر کوي چې موږ طالبان یو موږ خراب کړي نو نه موږ د اغېزې څخه رالو په دې خاطر چې امریکا کې موږ ښه فیوچر ولرو ښه آینده ولرو او موږ دا غواړو چې دې د موږ سره خوشحالۍ په فیملي غوندې فکر وکړي چې موږ د دې د فیملي یو ځکه چې موږ د هغې څخه راغلي یو خپله فیملي پرېښې موږ ځان ته فکر احساس کوو دلته نو دغه یو مین پوینټ دی چې دې د باندې موږ سره